This right here, what you see, is what I've been looking like for months. This is what I've been looking like for months with this wrap on my head every single day. I haven't combed my hair in months. In months.
Shots on the beat. 30 hertz straight up.
Hello, and welcome to my first video on my YouTube channel. This is my very first introduction to my YouTube channel, so I am extremely excited. This is something that I was supposed to do some months back, but was just too scared to get started. But here I am. As you can tell by the title of this video, you kind of know what it's going to be about. So it's not going to be a fun video, but it definitely is going to be a video of me being real, kind of letting you guys know kind of what's been going on with me for the past year. But I want to thank you. If you are new, clearly everybody who watches this video would be new to my channel. So I thank you guys for watching and for joining. I do ask that you be patient with me because I have a lot to say. I know typically, you know, YouTube videos shouldn't be long. And so I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible. But at the same time, I do want God to use me however he sees fit. So I promise to try to get through everything as quickly as I can, but I want ultimately for this video, even though it's not a great title, I do pray, it is my prayer that that it blesses somebody, that it touches somebody, that somebody, you know, is going through the same thing that I have been dealing with for the past year. And it was my intention to, you know, get dolled up, you know, and put on makeup and lashes and all that stuff. But I'm like, if I do all that, it doesn't change how I'm feeling in here, you know. So I just said, I'm going to come to you raw, real, ugly, and uncut. So that's what you see before you. So I pray that I ask that you give me patience. I want to make sure that I get everything covered because this is kind of therapeutic for me too. It's going to be kind of therapeutic for me to be able to release the things that I'm going to be touching on. And I'm praying that it also be a help for me to kind of snap out of what I've been dealing with and kind of just try to make myself move forward, because I basically have really isolated myself. That's the way I see it. I've isolated myself just from anybody. I've pretty much just really been in the house. And so this is kind of my way of breaking free from that as well. So again, I pray that this video blesses you. I pray that you share it. If it's not for you, with the things that I talk about doesn't relate to you, but you know somebody who has been going through the same thing, please share the video with those people, because again, you never know. It could be a blessing to them to hear the things that I have to say. Everything kind of started for me last year. In December. So it's crazy to me that it has been a full year of being in this dark place. I cannot believe that it has really truly been a year, but it started for me back in December. And I'm going to say what's crazy to me is that last year was a great year for me. So that was one of the things that has boggled my mind throughout this past year. I really have had no reason to really even be going through depression and feeling stress and going through and dealing with anxiety and sadness and loneliness. It just didn't make sense to me. Just allow me to go through this and with no judgment, please, no judgment. I've been judging myself for quite some time, so I definitely don't want to have any type of judgment, but just allow me, please, the space. And I pray that you will stick it through to the end of the video. I know most times after a few minutes, if a video is not fun or it doesn't catch your eye, I know most people will change it and go watch something else. But I'm asking, as this is my first video and I know that it may be a little long, just please stick it out to the end. I promise you I'm going somewhere with this. But it all started last year in December. Last year was a great year for me. I closed on my home, new construction home at that. You know, in my mind, I couldn't have even imagined that I would be closing on a home, a brand new home at that. So I had those things going. That was pretty exciting time for me. And so in December, I applied for a job, and my now fiance, but at that time he was taking me on a surprise trip. At the time, I did not know that he was taking me to Jamaica. So that was another thing that was exciting to look forward to. And the week leading up to us getting ready to leave to go to Jamaica, because we left on that Sunday. My birthday is actually December 15th. So actually today is December 14th. So tomorrow is actually my birthday. But last year, my birthday was on the 15th. So it wasn't quite my birthday yet. It was the week before. So I had an interview for a job. I found out that Friday that I had gotten a job, and we was flying out on that Sunday to go to Jamaica. So I had paperwork and stuff that I was trying to get done all while I was in Jamaica. Ended up getting proposed to. That's one of the things that I didn't even get a chance to share, because things happened so quickly once we got back. I didn't get a chance to share everything that happened while on that trip, but I plan to do a separate video of how they all went and how he planned it out to the T. And I think we have a video of kind of how that happened. So I definitely want to share that with you guys, but we'll do that in another video. So got proposed to. So last year was just a great year. When we came back from Jamaica, because we left on a Sunday, we came back on that Friday. I believe my birthday was on a Wednesday of last year. Came back on that Friday. That Saturday, I started to feel sick. It got kind of worse Saturday night going into Sunday. At one point, I thought I was going to have to go to the hospital because I was experiencing severe chest pains, and I was really scared. I'm not going to even lie, I was scared because it was hurting so bad. And so my fiance went and got me some ginger ale, and I kind of drank it or whatever, and I was praying, and it finally subsided. I was able to subside. It was able to subside, so I didn't end up going to the emergency room. But on that Monday, I did go get tested for COVID, and it did come back positive. Dante, my fiance, his came back negative, but mine came back positive, and my son's, he wasn't sick either. I don't think, or maybe, yeah, I don't think he was sick. And so, so I had to kind of go through that. So needless to say, last year coming back, it was crazy. it was horrible. It was not a good experience. Christmas was horrible here, trying to wrap presents, finish putting up. I think I had put up the tree before we left, but it just was not fun. I don't think I started feeling better until New Year's. Around New Year's is when I kind of started feeling better. And my new job was to start in January. So my last day at my previous job was December 31st. I was supposed to start my new job on January 10th, but it got pushed back to the 24th. So needless to say, come January of earlier this year, things just started changing. And I can't pinpoint what happened, why it happened. I just noticed that I just wasn't the same. Just started to really just have severe depression. Like I said, I was having really bad anxiety. I was experiencing insomnia, just not sleeping, just up, just couldn't rest. My mind was not at peace. Just crying all the time, uncontrollably. I'll be up late at night, just crying my eyes out, like, Lord, what is going on? What's wrong with me? I should be happy. Last year, there's no reason for me not to be happy. Why am I going through this? I could not understand, which was making me even more frustrated. And I felt, I felt bad, like, Lord, here I am. I've been being blessed, and the nerve of me to even be feeling some kind of way. And so I'm dealing with that while trying to work a new job, which, but it also became to be, pretty stressful too. So it was just a lot going on. And as the months went on, it didn't get better. And I eventually ended up breaking down and telling my mom. My mood changed, my attitude changed, even towards my son. He noticed the difference. He wasn't liking the job. He was like, I want to destroy your laptop. You're stressed out. I don't like this job. And even when I would talk to my mom, she would notice the difference in my attitude. She could just tell. She thought that it was just strictly job related, but she didn't know that I was experiencing other things, and just was just in a dark place. I completely let myself go. I stopped, caring for myself, caring about, excuse me, I stopped caring about myself. I lost myself. Some kind of way along this way, I lost myself. Don't even just know who I am. You know, the depression led to weight gain. So of course that was a huge disappointment for me, a huge disappointment for me. And that didn't help, because last year, if you guys know, and you've been following me on my social media platform, you know that I was losing weight. I was a part of a network marketing company that offered weight loss products. And so I was doing my products and videotaping myself every day and doing my workouts every day. And I had finally got out of the 200 club, and I was excited. I think my last weigh-in that I remember, I think I had gotten down to maybe 190, starting out at, my initial weight loss journey, I was 230 something. So I had come a long way. And here I am going through this depression, not understanding why. Eating crazy fast food, junk food, ice cream every day, stopping going to Dairy Queen every single day, just not understanding. And it's like, here I am again. I've gained all that weight back. So I hate myself. I hate how I look. I don't want to look at myself in a mirror. I don't want to see myself. I don't recognize the person that I see. And I just can't believe that I allowed myself to get right back in the situation, back in the 200s again. So here I am. Now I'm having to start my weight loss journey all over again. It's like, do I even have the strength to do it anymore, Lord? Can I do this again? Can I do it again? And like I said, just completely lost myself. Just no self-care, no type of routine at all, no facial routine, no getting my nails done no more, no getting my feet done no more, no getting my hair done no more, no, making myself, dress myself up or try to look pretty. This right here, what you see, is what I've been looking like for months. This is what, I'm sorry. This is what I've been looking like for months, with this wrap on my head every single day. I haven't combed my hair in months, Real transparency. This video is about transparency. I just want y'all to know. I just want y'all to see. Just move up. I just have a little scrunchie right here. I can't even stick my hands through it. It's sweated out, probably matted. I don't even know if I even be able to comb through this. I don't even know. I'm supposed to have a hair appointment because it is my birthday. I don't even know. I am terrified to even tackle my hair, but I know I have to. I can't even stick my hand. This is the farthest that my hands will go in my hair, just from sweat. And this is all I've been doing. Just keeping my hair in this bun. Keeping my hair in this bun like this. And wearing this wrap on my head. Put it back on, excuse me. This is how I've been looking every day. Every day. And I know a lot of people was making fun of Simone about her not showering every day or whatever she said or whatever. And that just may be a part of her routine, but I understand, because I didn't always feel like taking a shower every day. I might go a day, maybe even two sometimes, because that's just how down I was. That's just how depression will have you, where you don't want to do nothing. And there were times where I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to wake up. Sorry if I'm looking crazy. I didn't want to wake up. I didn't want to, take my son to school and, but, kids, the Lord know what he be doing. Kids have a way of making you press on and keep you going. So I know he had to get to school, had to come home, do homework, activities, all those things. So I had to, even though I didn't feel like doing it. And Lord knows I didn't feel like doing it. Most days I didn't. So, like I said, I completely just lost who I am, not taking care of myself, looking like this every single day. And, I had plans and goals that I had set for myself for this year. And I look, and here it is, a year has passed, whole 2022, and I have been stuck in this rut. This whole year, isolating myself, not going nowhere, not want to be around people. I missed my class reunion. I missed getting an opportunity to see my classmates and friends because of what I was dealing with. Because I was feeling ashamed of what I look like, having anxiety, scared of what people gonna say, what people gonna think, just feeling ashamed. So again, I just stayed away. I'll never forgive myself for allowing it to be that bad that I missed that chance to have fun. I missed a lot of things this year. I'm a fun person. I like to, go out. Not that it's clubbing, but I like to go out and, just not doing nothing. Like I said, just feeling too fear and feeling ashamed and scared. Like I said, I was supposed to have done this video months ago. I had been feeling in my spirit. I wanted to start a YouTube channel, been wanting to do it, scared, ashamed. So, here I am, and people have called me. Some people I have talked to, some people I have not. And so I want to ask for forgiveness for those people who have reached out to me that I didn't call back. A lot of times when you called me, I immediately started crying because I knew that you was calling to check on me. I knew for some of you, you noticed that I hadn't been on social media. You noticed that you wasn't seeing my face. And I know that God had placed me on your heart to reach out to me. And I just couldn't talk to you at that time. And for that, I want to say I'm sorry. And that I appreciate the calls and I appreciate the prayers for the people that have reached out to me that knew that something wasn't right, or you felt in your spirit. And I know that it was nothing but God that placed me on your heart to reach out to me because you felt like something wasn't right. And you were right. Something wasn't right. And I'm not saying that I'm all together to now. I'm not. But, through the things that we go through, you can still use that to be a help to other people. I'm not perfect and I'm still in what I'm dealing with, but I'm learning I'm figuring it out. I started therapy. That is something that I didn't think I would do. Of course, we have our own, thinking and perception of therapy, especially in the Black community. But I felt that it was definitely necessary, and I'm so glad and grateful that I did decide to do that because it has truly been a help to me. I have been able to see a lot of things, and I have been able to come to the realization that guilt has definitely been a major part of my life and running my life. So I don't want to go too deep into that. I can talk about that at another time, but I'm definitely grateful that I did make this decision to finally start doing therapy. It has definitely been a tremendous help. So if you are dealing with depression and just kind of going through it, I would definitely suggest going to therapy, because it has truly helped. But again, when I go back to trying to figure out what was it that got me to this place, because I felt like with everything, that all the great things that happened to me last year, there was no reason for me to be in this place. And so as I started talking to my mom, and when I finally broke down and told her what was going on with me, and she was so sad that I hadn't told her, and I would have hated for anything to happen. Not that I was to the point that, I wanted to, kill myself or anything, but I'm not gonna say, oh, I would never do that. Because you just don't know. People get to a place and people do things that you don't think that they would ever do. And I would hate for something to happen and my mom not understand what was going on, or she just never knew what I was really dealing with. And so I finally told my mom, and she was grateful that I told her. And so she's been praying and everything. And so we talk all the time. And one of the things that she mentioned to me, and this may be a help to you as well, if you have just all of a sudden been battling with depression and anxiety, stress, sadness, loneliness, and not really understanding where it come from. One of the things that we talked about was COVID. And there are short effects and there have been long effects of people who have had COVID. And a lot of the things that I have been dealing with this year have been some of the side effects. And I have talked about this with my doctor as well, who has also confirmed that as well, that people have gone through a lot of different things who have experienced COVID. And I've talked to people too, friends that I know, that have gone through some of the similar things. And, when you talk to people and talk to friends and you get to talking and you realize, wow, I'm really not by myself. And so if you have been experiencing that, and if you have had COVID, that what you have been experiencing could very well come from that. And like I said, because it's trying to understand and figure out what is it, where is it coming from, because I could not understand. We all have our ups and downs, and this is not the first time that I've, had low places in my life, but I was able to come out of it, get through it, move on. This is the longest time that I've ever been in this type of place, and it just didn't make sense to me why. And I'm still working through it, as I said, and I'm realizing that I don't have to rush myself. I don't have to rush myself. I actually took a leave of absence from work. I've been on a leave of absence for a couple of months now, and I felt like, man, I'm not at work no more. I don't have to worry about the stress from work, because the stress from work wasn't helping what I was already dealing with. It was just it was just the icing, on top of the cake. And so I said, you know what? I can't do this. I have to step back, because I'm going to lose my mind. It would be times where I would just be at my desk and I would just scream. And I said, you know what? You're going to have to take a step back. And so that's exactly what I did. And I felt like I was supposed to automatically feel better, because I took a leave of absence, and I finally was, just put work aside. But it wasn't the case. And I realized that there's definitely just more there. And so I'm just working through it, and I'm allowing myself to work through it. And I stopped, rushing myself, understanding that this truly is a process. It's going to be a process for me to get back to where I was. But this is my start. So I did this video, like I said, just because I've isolated myself, and I just wanted to let you guys know, and people who have been following me and family friends who have been concerned, know what I've kind of been dealing with for the past year. And like I said, hopefully, if it could be a help to someone else, I hope so. Like I said, it's not perfect for me. I'm not better, I'm not there. And I know this is going to be a journey. I did not want to even do this video. I fought myself with doing it. But here I am, I did it. And this is going to be a journey. My channel is going to be about my journey, getting back to finding myself again, finding Kiana. And I didn't even say that. I'm saying, welcome to my channel. My channel is Kiana with a Q. Most people spell Kiana with a K, so it's Kiana with a Q. And I got to get back to finding Kiana again, and loving Kiana, most importantly, loving myself. I need to love myself where I am now, where I am now, the body and the weight and all that. I can change that. I can change that. I can change that part. But I still have to love myself. I love me. So this channel is just going to be about me finding myself again. So, you know, it's going to be about faith. I say it's faith, fitness, fun, you know. So I am a person that love God. So I will be talking about God. So if you follow me, you will hear it. You know, fitness. I'm going to be starting this weight loss journey again. And so it is what it is. I'm not going to harp on that. It is what it is. So I'm going to be doing that. So you'll get a chance to follow me there. And I'll be doing some fun stuff as well. I don't want to just be all gloomy or whatever. It's going to be fun, you know. So definitely stay tuned. And, you know, look, if you're out there, you know, and if you're suffering in your depression, you know, look, God loves you. You know, you are worthy. You need to say that I am worthy. You know, I am loved. I am chosen by God. I am loved by God. I am the head and not the tail. You know, we got to start speaking those positivities and those affirmations. It is so true. And you have to speak it to yourself daily until it becomes a part of you, till you believe that, you know, you are not alone. You know, you are not alone. And I know for me, I isolated myself from people because I didn't want to continue. I didn't want to continue to talk to friends, and you don't want to give that, project that energy onto somebody else. Everybody got issues. Everybody got situations that they're going through, family, all that stuff. I know I'm not the only person, and I know I'm not by myself, but this is just where I am. But definitely don't want people to feel alone, and don't be alone. You know, let somebody know what you're going through. Let somebody know that you're dealing with this. And, you know, so I'm grateful, like I said, to everybody that reached out to me, and you know, that I came to your mind. I'm so grateful and I feel so blessed. I just do want to say that I pray that this video blesses you. You know, whoever comes across it, I pray that this video blesses you. Whoever sees it. And like I said, if you can't relate to it, we all know somebody who is going through. So even if it's not for you, or if you can't relate to it, I pray that you will share it with somebody else who, you know, it could help. Like I said, because it's not easy, you know, and I'm not 100% there, but you know what? I'm gonna work it out. I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out. But my goal, like I said, is to get back to being Kiana, finding myself again, loving myself. So you guys, hey, this is me. This is what's been going on. And I look forward to making more videos. I pray that this video blessed you. You know, if it did, please like, comment, subscribe, you guys. And I look forward to seeing you guys. Lord bless you and keep you. Make his face shine upon you always. Be blessed. God bless you.